These aren't your everyday pickups. These are trucks engineered to survive anything. From icy forests to desert dunes, mud to mountains, they proved that overengineering isn't overkill, it's survival. We're counting down 10 legendary trucks that outlasted decades of abuse, still running where modern pickups would quit. Get ready to meet machines built not for style, but to endure the impossible. Number 10. International Harvester Scout. The International Harvester Scout 2 is a classic example of overengineering in a compact off-road truck, designed to be tough, versatile, and dependable in virtually any environment. Introduced in 1971 as the successor to the original Scout, it was built for farmers, ranchers, and off-road enthusiasts who needed a vehicle that could survive abuse while performing a wide variety of tasks. Unlike many trucks of its era, the Scout 2 was engineered with durability and reliability as top priorities, often favoring mechanical simplicity over luxury or modern conveniences. The Scout 2 featured a full ladder frame chassis, solid front and rear axles, and leaf spring suspension, providing a strong foundation capable of handling rough terrain and heavy payloads. Engine options included robust inline-6 and V8 engines, designed to deliver torque and longevity rather than high performance. Its mechanical 4x4 system, combined with a low-range transfer case, allowed the Scout 2 to crawl over rocky trails, ford streams, and traverse mud and sand with ease. Thick steel body panels, reinforced bumpers, and oversized axles made it one of the toughest compact 4x4s of its time. What sets the Scout 2 apart is its combination of versatility, mechanical honesty, and overbuilt components. Many Scouts remain operational today, decades after production ended, often still serving in off-road farm and expedition roles. Its simplicity meant repairs could be performed almost anywhere with basic tools, while its rugged construction ensured minimal breakdowns under extreme conditions. The Scout 2 also earned a reputation for adaptability, capable of being used as a work truck, a family hauler, or an adventure-ready off-roader with minor modifications. The International Harvester Scout 2 proves that true overengineering is measured by longevity and dependability, not style or speed. While modern trucks may offer electronics and creature comforts, the Scout 2 relies on strength, mechanical simplicity, and a thoughtful design philosophy that allowed it to survive where others failed. Decades later, it stands as a symbol of American off-road durability, reminding enthusiasts that engineering with purpose can create a vehicle that lasts far beyond its era. Its reputation isn't just nostalgic. Many Scout 2s are still actively used for off-road adventures, farm work, and overland expeditions today. The Scout 2 proves that when a truck is built with over-engineered strength and mechanical simplicity, it can outlast generations of modern vehicles. Number 9. Ford F350 Highboy 4x4. The Ford F350 Highboy 4x4 is a symbol of American overengineering, built for work, toughness, and endurance. Introduced in the late 1960s, the Highboy was Ford's response to the growing demand for heavy-duty, four-wheel drive trucks capable of handling extreme workloads on farms, construction sites, and remote industrial areas. Unlike standard pickups of the era, the F350 Highboy was designed to withstand punishment, hauling heavy loads, towing large equipment, and powering through rough terrain without complaint. Its nickname, Highboy, came from its taller stance compared to standard 4x4s, which improved ground clearance for serious off-road performance. At its core, the F350 Highboy featured a full ladder frame chassis, solid front and rear axles, and robust leaf spring suspension, all built to endure years of heavy-duty work. Its drivetrain included Ford's reliable inline-6 and optional V8 engines, known for torque and longevity rather than speed. Paired with a mechanical four-wheel drive system and a low-range transfer case, the Highboy could navigate mud, rocky trails, and steep inclines that would stop lesser trucks. Every component, from axles to drivetrain, was deliberately overbuilt, reflecting Ford's philosophy that durability outweighs styling or comfort in a serious work truck. What sets the F350 Highboy apart is its capacity to endure decades of abuse with minimal maintenance. Many Highboys from the late 1960s and early 1970s are still in service today, performing heavy hauling, off-road utility, and even recreational 4x4 activities without significant modifications. Thick steel body panels, oversized axles, and conservative gearing allowed these trucks to survive environments that would sideline modern pickups. Unlike vehicles that rely on electronics to assist in extreme conditions, the F350 Highboy relies purely on mechanical strength and design foresight, ensuring reliability under continuous heavy use. The Highboy also earned a reputation for versatility. It could carry massive loads, tow trailers, or be outfitted with industrial equipment, all while maintaining off-road capability. Its simplicity made it easy to repair in remote locations, and its mechanical honesty meant fewer breakdowns even under prolonged stress. Decades later, enthusiasts and collectors still value the F350 Highboy for its raw durability, mechanical integrity, and its ability to tackle tasks that most modern trucks wouldn't dare attempt. In the end, the Ford F350 Highboy 4x4 proves that over-engineering for strength and longevity pays off. It wasn't designed to impress, it was designed to endure. And enduring it did, earning its place among the most legendary heavy-duty 4x4s ever built. Number 8. Pinzgauer 710M. The Pinzgauer 710M is a legendary military-grade 4x4 that exemplifies precision over-engineering with a purpose. Developed in Austria by Steyr Daimler Puch, the 710M was built for extreme mobility in both military and civilian operations, where traditional trucks would fail. Its design philosophy prioritized durability, versatility, and off-road capability over comfort or style. Every system, from the chassis to the drivetrain, was engineered to survive conditions ranging from icy mountain passes to desert dunes, making it one of the most capable and reliable vehicles of its era. What truly sets the Pinzgauer apart is its central tube chassis, an independent suspension system. Unlike conventional ladder-frame trucks, the central tube acts as a backbone for the vehicle, providing unmatched torsional rigidity while keeping weight low. Independent suspension on all four wheels ensures maximum traction over uneven terrain, while portal axles give extra ground clearance without compromising stability. Coupled with a fully mechanical 4x4 system and optional locking differentials, the 710M could crawl over rocks, wade through rivers, and handle off-road conditions that would stop most military trucks in their tracks. Under the hood, the 710M used durable inline engines paired with simple, overbuilt drivetrains that prioritized reliability over raw power. The transmission and transfer case were designed to handle continuous abuse with minimal maintenance, while the body was intentionally minimalistic to reduce weight and improve serviceability. Many Pinzgauers still operate today with their original engines and chassis intact, a testament to Steyr Daimler Puch's commitment to over-engineering. The Pinzgauer's versatility extended beyond pure mobility. It served as a troop carrier, ambulance, cargo hauler, and even mobile communications platform. Its modular design allowed rapid configuration changes in the field, and nearly every component could be repaired or replaced without specialized tools. Decades later, enthusiasts and off-road professionals still praise the 710M for its unmatched combination of durability, off-road performance, and mechanical simplicity, proving that when engineers prioritize function and resilience, the results can outlast generations of modern vehicles. Its reputation for reliability isn't just historical. Many Pinzgauers still tackle extreme terrain today, with minimal modifications. The 710M proves that when a vehicle is engineered with redundancy, simplicity, and toughness at its core, it can outperform modern trucks in the harshest conditions. Number 7. Nissan Patrol G60. The Nissan Patrol G60 is a classic example of Japanese engineering built for extreme durability and rugged off-road performance. Introduced in 1960, the G60 was designed to conquer deserts, mountains, and remote rural areas, where reliability was far more important than speed or comfort. Unlike many vehicles of its era, the Patrol G60 was engineered with overbuilt mechanical systems, oversized components, and a simple, serviceable design that could survive years of abuse with minimal maintenance. Every aspect of the truck reflected Nissan's commitment to creating a vehicle that could withstand conditions that would sideline lesser 4x4s. The G60 featured a ladder frame chassis, solid front and rear axles, and leaf spring suspension, giving it exceptional strength under load and superior articulation off-road. Its engines, including the robust 4-cylinder petrol and diesel options, were tuned for longevity and low-end torque rather than high-speed performance. Paired with a fully mechanical 4x4 system and a low-range transfer case, the Patrol could traverse rocky trails, deep sand, and muddy terrain with confidence. Its durability and simplicity made it a favorite for both civilian and military use in the harshest environments, from the Australian outback to the Middle East. What sets the Patrol G60 apart is its reputation for being nearly indestructible. Many G60s sold decades ago are still running today, often with original drivetrains and frames, proving the wisdom of Nissan's over-engineering approach. Thick steel body panels, robust axles, and conservative mechanical systems meant that breakdowns were rare, and repairs could be performed almost anywhere in the world with minimal tools. The Patrol's enduring presence in rural and off-road environments demonstrates that true over-engineering isn't flashy. It's functional, reliable, and timeless. Nissan's design philosophy for the G60 was simple: build a truck that could do the job no matter what. Its mechanical honesty, ability to carry heavy loads, and capability to tackle extreme terrain allowed it to earn legendary status among off-road enthusiasts. Even decades later, the Patrol G60 remains a symbol of engineering that prioritizes survival, utility, and longevity over short-term trends or luxury features. Number 6. Chevrolet K5 Blazer. The Chevrolet K5 Blazer of the first generation was more than just a rugged SUV. It was a full-size 4x4, born from Chevrolet's military and heavy-duty truck experience. Introduced in 1969, the K5 combined the practicality of a pickup truck with the versatility of an off-road utility vehicle. While most vehicles of its era focused on comfort or speed, the K5 was engineered for durability and real-world capability, able to tackle farms, construction sites, and untamed trails with confidence. Every component reflected a philosophy of over-engineering for survival and utility rather than luxury. Beneath its classic boxy exterior, the K5 featured a full ladder frame chassis derived from Chevy's heavy-duty trucks, paired with solid axles and leaf springs to handle heavy loads and severe off-road conditions. Power came from a range of Chevrolet small and big block V8 engines, known for their torque, reliability, and ease of repair. The K5's 4x4 system was fully mechanical, with a robust transfer case providing high and low gearing. This setup allowed the Blazer to climb steep inclines, ford rivers, and crawl through mud, while carrying passengers and gear performance that rivaled larger, more specialized off-road trucks of the day. What truly demonstrates the K5's over-engineering is its blend of simplicity and strength. Its body panels were thick and corrosion-resistant for long-term durability. The drivetrain components were oversized to withstand abuse, and maintenance was straightforward enough to be performed in remote locations with minimal tools. Many K5s from the early 1970s are still operational today, used by ranchers, off-road enthusiasts, and collectors who prize reliability over aesthetics. Even decades later, the Blazer continues to impress with its ability to endure conditions that would sideline modern SUVs. The K5 Blazer also proved versatile enough to handle modifications without compromising reliability. Owners could add winches, off-road tires, suspension lifts, and utility racks, and the truck would continue to perform as originally intended. This adaptability, combined with its robust engineering, cemented the Blazer's reputation as a dependable, hard-working off-road machine. In the end, the first-generation Chevrolet K5 Blazer shows that over-engineering doesn't mean overcomplicating. By focusing on strength, simplicity, and durability, Chevrolet created a truck that remains relevant and respected decades after it rolled off the assembly line. The K5's legacy proves that a well-engineered vehicle can outlast trends, survive extreme conditions, and continue to earn its keep long after newer designs take its place. Number 5. Kaiser Jeep M715. The Kaiser Jeep M715 was a rare example of a civilian-adapted military truck that carried the over-engineering ethos directly from the battlefield. Developed in the late 1960s to replace aging military 3/4-ton trucks, the M715 was intended for rugged military use, but also found its way into support roles in agriculture, construction, and utility work. Every inch of this vehicle was designed to survive abuse, carry heavy loads, and keep moving in conditions where most civilian trucks would fail. Kaiser's engineers weren't concerned with comfort or speed. They were concerned with durability and survivability. Under the hood, the M715 featured a 3.8-liter inline-six engine mated to a 4-speed manual transmission with a sturdy transfer case, offering both high and low gearing for off-road mobility. Solid front and rear axles, leaf springs, and a reinforced ladder frame chassis gave the truck exceptional load-bearing capability. Unlike many civilian trucks of the era, the M715's suspension and drivetrain were built to withstand heavy military payloads, repeated off-road punishment, and even rough towing tasks. Its 4x4 system was fully mechanical and could be engaged in seconds, making it reliable even in extreme conditions where electronics could fail. The M715's real strength was its rugged simplicity, combined with military-grade construction. Thick steel body panels, oversized brakes, and robust drivetrain components made it virtually indestructible for its intended role. Many units served in harsh environments for years, enduring tropical heat, mud, and desert sand without major failures. Even today, surviving M715s are valued by collectors and off-road enthusiasts because they can still handle trails and workloads that would overwhelm modern trucks. What sets the M715 apart is how it exemplifies function over form. Every bolt, panel, and system was designed with purpose. Nothing was added for aesthetics or convenience. The truck's electrical systems were minimal and protected, ensuring reliability in wet or dusty conditions, while its engine and transmission were deliberately conservative to maximize service life. Even with decades of use, many M715s remain capable of hauling, towing, and navigating off-road obstacles without modification. The Kaiser Jeep M715 proves that when a vehicle is engineered to military standards, overengineering isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. It stands as a testament to durability, reliability, and mechanical honesty, showing that true engineering excellence is measured not by comfort or style, but by how long a machine can survive and perform under relentless conditions. Number 4. Dodge Power Wagon W300. The Dodge Power Wagon W300 was engineered in a period when durability wasn't a selling point. It was a requirement. Built on a foundation shaped by Dodge's long military truck experience, the W300 was designed to operate in environments where trucks were pushed to their limits daily. Job sites didn't care about ride quality or fuel economy, and Dodge didn't either. Engineers focused on strength, load tolerance, and mechanical reliability, intentionally building the W300 with components that could handle far more stress than most owners would ever demand. The truck's heavy ladder frame chassis, solid axles, and industrial-grade leaf springs gave it the ability to haul extreme payloads and tow massive equipment without flexing or cracking. Drivetrain components were shared with heavier commercial platforms, ensuring long-term survivability under constant strain. Big block V8 engines delivered steady low-end torque, not high-rev performance, making the W300 ideal for slow, controlled work in mud, snow, and uneven terrain. Its mechanical four-wheel drive system, combined with low-range gearing, allowed precise control where traction was limited. The Power Wagon's overengineering also extended to its body and supporting systems. Thick-gauge steel panels resisted dents and fatigue, while simple electrical systems reduced failure points in harsh weather. Cooling systems were oversized to handle long hours under load, and axle housings were built strong enough to endure repeated shock from off-road use. These choices added weight and reduced efficiency, but they dramatically increased longevity, a trade-off Dodge knowingly accepted. What ultimately proves the W300's engineering philosophy is how many of these trucks refuse to retire. Long after newer pickups replaced them on paper, Power Wagons continued working on ranches, in snow removal, fleets, and deep in off-road territory. Many examples remain operational today, often with original frames and axles intact. The Dodge Power Wagon W300 isn't remembered as excessive or outdated. It's remembered as a machine built without shortcuts, proving that overengineering is only wasteful if durability isn't the goal. Even decades later, restorers and off-road builders seek out the W300, specifically because its core structure needs little reinforcement. Unlike modern trucks that rely on software to manage stress, the Power Wagon relied on raw material strength and conservative engineering. Its continued survival in real working environments proves that Dodge didn't just build a tough truck, they built one that outlasted the era that created it. Owners often marvel at how the W300 can still tackle terrain that would leave modern pickups stranded. Every component, from the axles to the drivetrain, was deliberately oversized to handle decades of abuse without failure. The Power Wagon's reputation wasn't earned in showrooms, it was forged in mud, snow, and rocky trails, proving that true overengineering stands the test of time. Number 3. Mercedes-Benz Unimog U1300, U1700. The Mercedes-Benz Unimog represents overengineering pushed far beyond conventional truck design. The U1300 and U1700 models were not built around consumer expectations, styling trends, or cost savings. They were engineered to function as multi-role machines in environments where roads didn't exist. Designed for military logistics, disaster response, agriculture, and heavy industry, these Unimogs were expected to work continuously under extreme stress, often with different operators and minimal downtime. Mercedes-Benz approached the project assuming the worst-case scenario and engineered everything to survive it. A defining strength of the Unimog lies in its portal axles, torque tube driveline, and coil-sprung suspension, which allowed extraordinary wheel articulation while protecting drivetrain components from impact. Unlike standard trucks that rely on frame rigidity, the Unimog's chassis was designed to flex without structural damage, keeping all four wheels planted on uneven terrain. With locking differentials on both axles and ultra-low crawler gears, the U1300 and U1700 could climb grades that appeared impossible for a wheeled vehicle. This capability wasn't for show. It allowed the truck to carry heavy equipment into places where lighter vehicles simply could not operate. Power came from legendary Mercedes diesel engines, such as the OM352, renowned for their ability to run under constant load for tens of thousands of hours. These engines were intentionally understressed, favoring torque and reliability over horsepower. Cooling systems were oversized, driveline components were built with massive safety margins, and service access was prioritized so repairs could be made in the field. Every subsystem reflected a philosophy of redundancy and durability, rather than efficiency or comfort. What ultimately proves the Unimog's overengineering is how little its core design needed to change over decades of service. The same platform could be fitted with cranes, snowplows, firefighting equipment, or military shelters without compromising reliability. Many U1300 and U1700 units from the 1970s and 1980s remain operational today, still working in forests, mountains, and industrial sites around the world. The Unimog isn't remembered as an overbuilt truck, it's remembered as a standard by which all extreme duty vehicles are measured, proving that when engineering ignores shortcuts, longevity becomes inevitable. Number 2. Toyota Land Cruiser 70 Series J70, the Toyota Land Cruiser. 70 Series is one of the clearest examples of over-engineering that continued to prove its value decade after decade. Introduced in 1984 as Toyota's uncompromising heavy-duty workhorse, the J70 was engineered for regions where breakdowns could mean isolation or death. Toyota designed it for constant load-bearing, extreme temperatures, and unreliable fuel quality, assuming it would spend its life far from paved roads and professional service centers. This mindset shaped every part of the vehicle, from the frame thickness to the conservative engine tuning. Underneath its boxy body lies a full ladder frame chassis, paired with solid axles built to tolerate severe articulation and heavy payloads without bending or fatigue. Toyota's legendary diesel engines, including the 1Hz, 1HDT, and 1HDFTE, were intentionally understressed, prioritizing longevity over power figures. These engines became famous for crossing the 500,000 kilometer mark with routine maintenance. Manual locking hubs, low-range gearing, and available factory locking differentials made the J70 exceptionally capable in mud, sand, and rock, even when fully loaded with tools or supplies. What separates the 70 series from most modern trucks is Toyota's refusal to dilute its mission. For years, the J70 avoided complex electronics, touchscreen dependency, and lightweight construction. Interior materials were chosen for durability rather than luxury, and mechanical controls were favored because they could be repaired in the field. In places like Australia, Africa, and the Middle East, the J70 became a backbone vehicle for mining companies, military forces, NGOs, and remote communities. Not because it was cheap, but because it never quit. The strongest evidence of the J70's overengineering is its survival in Toyota's lineup, when nearly every competitor disappeared. While other manufacturers retired their heavy-duty 4x4s, the Land Cruiser 70 series remained in production with only necessary updates for safety and emissions. It isn't a classic kept alive by nostalgia. It's a machine still earning its place through performance and reliability. The J70 proves that when a truck is engineered beyond minimum requirements, time doesn't expose its flaws. It confirms its greatness. Number 1. Volvo C303, TGB11. The Volvo C303 was never designed to impress civilians. It was built to survive war zones, frozen forests, and terrain where failure wasn't an option. Developed for the Swedish military under the designation TGB11, this truck represents overengineering at its most deliberate and disciplined. Volvo engineers assumed constant abuse, poor maintenance conditions, and extreme climates, then designed every component with massive safety margins. The frame, suspension, and driveline were not optimized for weight savings or efficiency. They were built to keep functioning long after lesser vehicles would have cracked, bent, or seized. One of the C303's most defining features is its portal axle system, which delivered exceptional ground clearance without relying on oversized tires or tall suspension lifts. This design protected critical drivetrain components while maintaining stability on steep slopes and uneven terrain. Combined with locking differentials front and rear, a robust low-range transfer case, and a simple but torque-focused inline-six gasoline engine, the C303 could climb, crawl, and wade through environments that defeated many larger and more powerful trucks. Its relatively narrow width also allowed it to navigate dense forests and mountain paths, where wider vehicles struggled. What truly proves the C303's overengineering is how it performed in real-world service. These trucks were expected to run for long periods with minimal maintenance, often operated by conscripts rather than professional mechanics. Even under these conditions, failures were rare. The drivetrain was intentionally understressed, the axles were massively overbuilt for the vehicle's weight, and the body panels prioritized strength over refinement. Volvo accepted inefficiency, noise, and weight as fair trade-offs for reliability, a mindset rarely seen in civilian vehicles. Today, the C303 has earned cult status among serious off-roaders and expedition builders, not because it's rare or flashy, but because it works. Many examples still operate with original drivetrains, decades after their military service ended. In an era dominated by electronics and lightweight construction, the C303 stands as a reminder of a time when engineers solved problems with steel, gears, and redundancy. It proves that over-engineering isn't wasteful when the goal is survival. It's what allows a machine to remain relevant long after its era has passed. These trucks didn't just carry loads, they carried a legacy of strength, durability, and pure engineering genius. Which one would you take off-road first? Let us know in the comments. If you loved this deep dive into extreme 4x4 engineering, like, share, and subscribe for more legendary truck stories. Stay tuned, because the world of overbuilt machines is far from finished, and the next legend could be just around the corner.